リッチだよ、ランボだよ。こらメスないでまずこらイタリアから来たボビーのファミリーのヒットはランボさん5歳はつまずいちまった。大好物はブドウと飴玉。リボンとは宿命のライバルのランボさんはつまずいちまった。
Lambo is a 5-year-old hitman who originally came to Japan with the intent of killing Reborn. He is a spoiled and cowardly child who takes candy from everyone. It has been said that he never brushes his teeth. Lambo is the youngest guardian, and each familiar member takes turns caring for him, with the exceptions of Gokudera and Reborn, who consider him to be overly annoying and stupid, referring to him as Stupid Cow. He was previously a Bovino familiar mafioso and is currently the 10th generation Lightning Vongola guardian. He thinks of himself as a good hitman and refers to himself in third person as Lambo-san. Appearance. In his 5 years old, he has the tendency to use his afro hair as a bag, in which he keeps all kinds of objects, among them the 10-year-old bazooka. Dress a cow costume with tail and horns, although this dress changes when it grows. Once shot with the 10-year-old bazooka, he is 15 years old, but still a crybaby. His hair becomes much more contained, his right eye usually remains closed. Now that he's older, his outfit consists of a black jacket with a cowhide pattern collar, which is somewhat opened and leaves the upper half of his chest out. He wears a necklace with a bull pendant, beige pants, and sandals. A 25-year-old version of Lambo briefly appears during the Varia arc. His hair was somewhat longer and had many braids. He wears a brown coat with beige fur, a white shirt, a black necklace that resembles a shark tooth, black fingerless gloves. His brown belt had a grey buckle in a horn shape with 2 other belts around his belt. His pants were black and he wore brown shoes. Personality. He is always trying to kill Reborn, although he never succeeds and the only one hurt is him. He is a true coward and crybaby, a little clumsy. His 15-year-old self is usually very calm and mature, completely different from his childhood, has a cool attitude and seems to be older, even though he is the same age as Tsuna and the rest, but in reality he continues to show certain aspects of that little boy that was. It is easy for him to break into tears after receiving a good physical abuse and is sentimental with regards to his fellow guardians. Although his 25-year-old self knows how to hide these last characteristics quite well since it is quite serious. History. He was born into the Bovino Familia, a mafia family, where he dreamed to become the boss of the Bovino Familia and take over the world. Lambo had befriended Reborn one day, meeting him at a bar, where Lambo had a pleasant conversation with him, until it was revealed that Reborn had fallen asleep through the entire conversation, and turning Reborn into his enemy. At the age of 5, he left his birth family and traveled to Japan. The Bovino Familia's boss was glad to be rid of him, hinting that they may have had a strained relationship. He has an aunt named Ottavio. Weapons and abilities. Electrocute, electric leather, is a technique developed due to Lambo being struck by lightning so many times. Because of that, Lambo's physiology has changed in such a way that Lambo's skin can easily conduct electricity. Thunder Set is a technique used by the future Lambo to cool down lightning from the sky, which is then stored in his horns. Future Lambo claims that the lightning that comes from the attack has 1 million volts. Reborn states that Lambo can store that amount of lightning in those horns because of his special physical makeup, Electrocute, that can make Lambo resist or hold electricity after getting struck by a large amount of electricity. This move is always used before Electrico Cornata. The Electrico Cornata, Japanese for electric shock angle, is an ability that 15-year-old Lambo uses. After saying Thunder Set, lightning comes down from the sky and stores its energy in his horns. Lambo then charges at his target, and if they are hit by the horns, they are shocked by the lightning that is stored. The only downside to this attack is that you have to hit the target with the horns or it won't work. The Electrico Reverse is a move used by the 25-year-old Future Lambo. Future Lambo releases all of the electricity stored inside of his perfected Electrocute into the ground, causing a massive electric current. corner fulmin, lightning horns, is an attack that is able to be utilized while using the cambio former, Lampo's shield. The shield unleashes strong lightning flames to defeat the enemies around the user. Wide Horn is a technique 15-year-old Lambo uses with his lightning cambio former, though the present Lambo can only activate the attack. This technique allows Lambo to change the size of his horns. Corner Molo Electro Shock, Japanese for electric shock coil angle, is an ability of Lambo's Vongola gear enhanced Lampo's shield, which the 15-year-old Lambo is capable of activating. From the curled horns of the new cambio former, extremely fierce lightning flame is formed and goes on to pierce its surroundings. Then, because the curled horns of the cambio former work as a coil which becomes an electromagnet, the lightning flame that has pierced the surroundings then begins to absorb iron from the pierced landscape, successfully creating iron sand. Iron Horn Electorico is a technique 15-year-old Lambo uses with his lightning cambio former version Vongola gear. Using the magnetism of the horns which is created upon using Corner Molo Electro Shock, Lambo is capable of attracting iron from the sand. Lambo then melts and solidifies the sand, creating powerful objects which he then uses as materials for Ferro Corno Electro Shock. Ferro Corno Electro Shock, Italian for Iron Horn Electro Shock, Japanese for Iron Electric Shock Horn, is a technique where Lambo creates two massive spear-like objects by combining 3 of the 6 iron objects created by Iron Horn Electorico, which are already powered up by the lightning flame's hardening characteristic, then launches the 2 spears toward his target. This technique is powerful enough to obliterate a mountain. Hand grenades are grenades that are the 5-year-old Lambo's choice of weapons. While he also has missile launchers and various other explosives, he usually depends on these weapons and blows up things in the area. Lambo, however, tends to throw these around randomly when he is upset. Lambo's horns can absorb, store and release electricity. The present Lambo has yet to notice his horns' power and can only release the lightning stored in his horns when his fear reaches its climax. The future Lambos use the lightning stored to perform techniques such as Electrico Cornata. The 10-year bazooka is a special bazooka developed by the Bovina familia. It is used by Lambo when he is sad, angry, scared, or frustrated. When shot by the 10-year bazooka, the target will switch places with their 10 years later form. This effect only lasts for 5 minutes before the current and future self switch back. No one really knows what Lambo does when he is stuck in the future for 5 minutes, as they have never asked and he has never mentioned it. Gyudon, Lambo's exclusive box weapon, was created by remodeling a lightning bull. It is imbued with the Vongola's latest technology. Its appearance is that of a big, black bull covered in armor that has the Vongola crest on it. It was the first Vongola box to be successfully opened, first shown when an angered Lambo used it to get back at Gokudra for his insults. Lampo's shield is a shield which was used by the first guardian of the lightning Vongola ring, Lampo. This weapon is equipped with a horned shield and has the Roman numeral 1 on the front to symbolize the connection to the first generation. The shield is also equipped with 2 horns like Lambo's horns that are encircled by rings, and also forms a helmet with a lightning crest in the middle. Thunder Helm version X is the upgraded original Vongola lightning ring. Talbot upgraded it with the Vongola box ring, Gyudon, and penalty. Unfortunately, the 5-year-old Lambo can't fit into the helmet properly, although Gokudra noted that this was only because of all the junk that Lambo has got stored in his hair. Did you know? Number 1. His moves Electrica Cornata has never worked. 15-year-old Lambo uses it. However, when Lambo finally did hit someone, it was a ghost who didn't get hurt by the lightning but instead used the power of the attack to materialize himself. Number 2. His catchphrase is gotta stay calm, endurance, hold it in, or tolerate, which he says before he cries. While the adult Lambo's catchphrase is, my, oh my, which he says before he acts. Number 3. His move, Electrica Cornata in the anime was called Electric Cornata. Number 4. Lambo has a deep connection with Tsuna's mother. shown in the future arc where Reborn tells Ryohei how to make him use his Cambio former by asking Lambo if he wants to see Tsuna's mother again, which makes him start to cry and activates his lightning ring. Number 5. The first hit using Electrico Cornata after the technique was perfected was used by 25-year-old Lambo when fighting against Leviathan during the Lightning Ring battle. Number 6. In the Filipino dubbed version of Reborn, his name is changed from Lambo to Rambo. Number 7. In the manga, when using the 10-year bazooka, the user actually shoots herself with the bazooka, while in the anime they hide within the bazooka's barrel when it goes off. Number 8. Lambo can only ignite his flames when he is angry, sad, or homesick. His favorite foods are grapes, takoyaki and gumdrops, and he also wants world domination. Number 9. The 10-year bazooka seems to break when it gets wet, as seen in the OVA. When it broke, it started bouncing around randomly and was used by mistake on various people there, including Gokudera, Yamamoto, Yohei, and the Varia, changing them with their future selves for random time periods, lasting either much longer or shorter than 5 minutes. Number 10. According to Futa, Lambo ranks as the world's most annoying mafia member, and is first when it comes to people wanting to kill him and use him as a seat cushion. Number 11. When the 10-year bazooka is used multiple times in a row on the same person, the original 5-minute rule applies to the first switch, which is best seen when the 25-year-old Lambo arrives. Number 12. Lambo can withstand enough electricity to power an entire town, while a normal person would already be burned to a crisp. Number 13. Judon, Lambo's exclusive box weapon, is actually the name of a Japanese dish consisting of a bowl of rice topped with beef and onion. Number 14. Lambo always wears his cow suit as it was a gift from the chief of the bovine family. His suit has 3 types of sleeves. Number 15. Future Lambo is usually seen with one eye shut for reasons unknown, similar to the first generation Lightning Guardian, Lampo. Number 16. He has a similarity with Nell and Bleach. Both of them can transform into their adult form and can get more powerful while their child form is annoying. Both their fight is similar ending like Lambo vs Leviathan and Nell vs Nautria. At the moment they were about to win, they returned to their childhood form. Number 17. It is revealed that future Lambo's pride is that he never refuses a single invitation to come out and party. Number 18. The 15-year-old Lambo bears a strong resemblance to the Senji character of One Piece, because of the way they dress and the fact that both keep their right eye permanently hidden. Number 19. Lambo is the only 10th generation Vongola Guardian whose full name has been either yet to be revealed, or only has a first name. Number 20. Lambo is a 5-year-old child. He was born on May 28 and he is under the zodiac of Gemini. Number 21. In the most recent popularity poll, Lambo ranked 14th. Number 22. Future Lambo revealed that when he was 5 years old, all he wanted was to be like Tsuna and the rest of the Guardians, and he wanted to do everything they did, because he felt lonely. Number 23. According to Chrome in Volume 32 Extra, Lambo prefers to sleep on the floor because the bed is too soft to stay still for him, just like Ken. To know more about the world of Hitman Reborn, please visit the wiki page.